Hey guys, my name's Abigail, if you don't already know that, and if this is your first time here. But today I kind of want to talk about EFT tapping. I just kind of want to cover my story with it and my experience with it, and then I'm going to kind of explain a little tidbit about what EFT is if you don't know. And this video might not even mean a whole lot, might not be as informative as you would want it to be, but I just want to add to the pool of videos out there on EFT because I don't feel like it's talked about enough, because it's revolutionary and it has completely changed my life, and it's changed lives of millions of people, and I feel like it could change the lives of millions more if it was more of a casual point of conversation or a form of therapy used regularly, you know? Because it's a technique that looks a little bit funny if you're a skeptic, and I think that's why it's not super popular, is because it does look a little bit weird. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of jump into what it is, and then I'm gonna explain my experience with it. So the idea of EFT is that there are 14 energy systems in the body, and if you're experiencing a negative emotion, it can be correlated to an imbalance in one of your 14 energy systems. So if you're feeling fear or anxiety or having limiting beliefs, lack of confidence, it can be connected to an imbalance in one of your energy systems. And EFT uses the tapping points that you use in Chinese acupuncture. So it's acupuncture mixed with modern psychology of basically the law of attraction. So what you do is you tap on these 14 points, you tap on these acupuncture points, and then you repeat positive affirmations that will clear out whatever emotion you are feeling, or even physical pain that you are feeling. EFT has been proven to work for not only emotional issues but chronic pain, because most chronic pain can be correlated to emotional issues or past trauma and energy that you have left blocked in your system. And EFT works in clearing that out. And then as a result, you won't be experiencing chronic pain anymore. You won't be experiencing anxiety anymore. It really just depends on what you're tapping on. EFT uses the psychology of the law of attraction, in that what you think you are is what you are. So if you are experiencing anxiety or a panic attack, that's how I started using EFT. Is when I was a kid, I struggled with terrible, horrible night terrors and panic attacks. Literally my first 10 years of life, from the time I was little all the way up through age 10 or 11. And if you're experiencing anxiety or fear and you're telling yourself, oh my god, I'm freaking out right now, I'm so afraid, and you focus on that fear, you're not actually helping to release that feeling. You're only making it worse. You're building up that blockage even stronger. So what EFT does is, by tapping on these acupuncture points and triggering those energy systems, and then out loud speaking positive affirmations, you're gonna release that fear. So for example, here's one. The first tapping point is right here. So as a kid, my mom introduced me to EFT because of my panic attacks, and I was finding absolutely nothing would help. We were a religious family, so praying wouldn't help. It doesn't matter how much I prayed, nothing would help. Listening to music didn't help. Going outside, taking a walk, drinking water, eating food, watching TV, sitting in silence, nothing helped. And just telling myself that I was gonna be okay, or listening to other people tell me that I was gonna be okay, it didn't help either at all. So, the first affirmation I remember using in EFT was, even though I feel this fear, I deeply love and accept myself. And just saying that and tapping on these points completely changed my life. I'm not going to go through all of the points, but I just kind of hit a couple of them and the main ones that I use. The idea of EFT, the reason that it works is because it's not just utilizing the law of attraction, because it's not enough to just believe that you're going to be okay or say out loud, this anxiety is in my head, or even though I feel this fear, I truly love and accept myself. It's not enough to just say that, because the human body doesn't just respond to auditory language the same way that it responds to touch. Touch is a more instinctual, universal language, and whenever you combine that with words, with language, it's honestly like twice the power. I feel like the best way I can describe it is that you're almost locking in that affirmation straight into your physical body and straight into your physical being. If you're trying to balance your energy systems, that's the best way to do it, because you're actually physically hitting these acupuncture points and speaking out loud your affirmations. So yeah, that's basically what I have to say about EFT, kind of explaining what it is, and more of my experience with it is I wouldn't be the same person today if it weren't for EFT, because I don't know if I ever would have stopped having those panic attacks, and because it really was the only thing that stopped them. It was whenever I was about 10, my mom introduced me to tapping, and my life completely changed. Like, there was definitely a huge shift in just my development as a young adult, and I let go of a lot of anxiety and fear that I kept throughout childhood, and part of that was just me holding on to the traumas that I experienced as a kid, and my brothers and I experienced a good amount. But for me, it was anxiety and just having constant panic attacks. And even still today, sometimes I don't get panic attacks. I haven't had one in years, but I definitely still struggle with anxiety. But the only thing that I have found that will calm me down and really get me through the day whenever I'm feeling anxiety is tapping. You can tap in the morning to wake you up. You can tap if you want to lose weight. You can tap if you want to make more money, just to like get your mindset in place. I mean, you know, utilizing that law of attraction, you know, the idea that everything that is physical now was once a thought. And it's like, I feel like it's the law of attraction on steroids is what EFT is, because you are very intentionally telling yourself that you refuse to feel that fear or that negative feeling, and you're taking full responsibility for your health, and you're combining it with acupuncture, and that's just like double golden to me. And I think that I just think it's amazing, and I think more people should be able to casually talk about it. I feel like more people should know about it, but not enough people do. So yeah, I just want to add one more video into the pool of YouTube videos talking about EFT. This one is mine, and yeah, that's kind of all I got to say right now. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because I plan on making more videos about EFT and other topics. So yeah, see you next time, guys.